Okay, and our live. Welcome everybody. It's time. NFL NFC round, second game of the weekend. So the lone Saturday game was wild last night. Surprising upset of the Detroit Lions. It's called them the Washington Commanders upset the Detroit Lions last night. Dropped 41 on them. Crazy. Sorry, 45-31. My bad. Kickoff. Put info up in advance, but on the hectic side. Movie podcast. Get rid of those. Go. Ready. What's the line? Wow. If I'm a betting man, I'm betting with the Rams +7 right now. That's a wild spread. I don't think the Rams are going to get blown out. I think 7+ point game. You know something we don't. They being Vegas. Gotta hope so. But I'm just talking. I'm a big Eagles guy. I was just talking to someone. Do I want the Eagles to win to go to the Super Bowl? It's a very tough question. Because if they're playing the Chiefs, the answer is no. I don't want to go through that again. You remember the Super Bowl 2 years ago with that holding call at the end of the game to give the Chiefs the win? Anyone want to see that again? But on the other hand, if it's the Bills or Ravens, hell yeah, I want to see it. It'll be a good game. A lot of fun. But who are we kidding? It's not going to be the Bills or Ravens. Let's just be honest. Maybe I'll ask this on the weekly podcast, but if you're the Eagles, you're the best defense in the NFL. Not clearly the best defense, but you are statistically the best defense. And your defensive coordinator is going to be a hot commodity for a head coaching position. Would you, fellow Eagles fans, would you promote Vic Fangio to head coach before you let him go, thus letting Nick Sirianni go? Posing the question, like if Vic Fangio desperately needs a head coaching position, what would you do? Because this defense is, the defense, the offense is ain't as good as we once was, is what the Toby Keith song says. I don't know. I really don't know what I'd do. Still having a little bit of lunch. Started rewatching Deck. Favorite show. Like it a little. Could be starting here, but opening ceremonies usually take a little while. The game is on NBC today. Usually you get, I think Fox did their game yesterday. Yeah, Tom Brady and Tom Brenneman called the Commanders versus the Lions, which I thought personally was going to be a blowout in favor of the Lions. It was incredible. The Commanders it didn't seem like the Lions had the defensive personnel to even slow them down. Talk about that on Wednesday. They need to, Eagles offense comes out. They need to really do subtitles under a couple Eagles players. Jordan Mailata, Jeff Stoutland University. I love that. Best offensive line in the business. It's close. Go. It's under center. You got to start off the tone properly here. Play action, rolling out to the left is Hurts. Little dump off to Goddard. Little nice easy pass to get the game started. 14-yard gain. Hurts in the gun. 3 wides, one tight end, 2 to each side. Split back to the left. Out of the right. Back goes Hurts again. And has a man. A little short pass to Devontae Smith of 5 yards. So who's doing this call, I wonder, on broadcast? Is probably Chris Collinsworth and Rico, right? All right, same exact setup. Now Goddard in motion, and they hand it to Barkley for the first time. Who's got room to work? Gain of 3.5. This defense is incredible. They got a bright future ahead of them for this Rams defense. 3 rookies. Is that going to be a factor? Didn't seem to be last week. And they go back to Barkley, who gets the first down. Another 4 wide set, 3 wides, 1 tight end, 2 to each side in the gun. And back goes Hurts, has time, dumps it over to Barkley, who's got 5.5. We are into, I almost called him St. Louis. That's going to happen today. We're into Rams territory. Same setup. 4 wides, 1 tight end, 2 to each side. Hurts on a keeper, gets the first down. Still on his feet. And he's just going to walk into the end zone. Oh, my God. All right. Eagles up 6-0. On a keeper, he breaks 1 tackle. And then at that point, so we have Dickerson and Mailata pulling and kicking out, clearing some space. He breaks 1 tackle, and then he's untouched the entire rest of the way to the end zone. Incredible. That was one of those ones he's kind of in cruise control, and you're like, oh, well, someone's going to bring him down. Wow. What a start. And Elliott misses the extra point, of course. Jesus. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Jake Elliott, but here we go. Eagles 6, Rams nothing. After a very strange that I think this is what the Vikings were missing last week, was any sort of running game whatsoever. Got Sam Darnold left out to dry. We are in commercial break. You know, this Taco Bell commercial is the most I've seen Devontae Adams all year. V Ferries on the Raiders and the Jets, but true nonetheless. Just here to the side before I. Man, this hot and spicy firewalk ramen. Jesus. That is no joke. It when they show old still images of my disappointment in days. The 2001 NFC Championship game, which saw the Rams face the Patriots, face the Eagles, beat the Eagles, play the Patriots in that first Tom Brady Super Bowl. Knew what it was like early for heartache. Here he is, Cooper Mother Flippin' Cup. Man. Stafford in the gun, has plenty of time, nearly picked off by Slay. He had so much time and still. See this protection. This is going to be a problem next week. If they win this, it'll be a problem against Washington. Eagles are a turnover machine this year, defensively. And we have a handoff. That's William. It's a couple. Career postseason record for Matt Stafford: 5-4, 68% completion, 297 yards per game, 17 touchdowns, 6 picks. He's one of those guys, if he was on a consistently better team, that would have just insane numbers. He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time, so real about it. And in motion, that Nakua trips to the left. Echo Stafford. Little dumb, little completion. Vaughn is calling it an incomplete pass. Higbee doesn't seem to be arguing. The disaster level for the Rams. It looked like he got his arms under. That looked good to me. Hate this catch stuff. That looked good to me. He's good. That's a catch. You got to challenge that. What's this with this LA fire department gear, is this like, I get about the wildfires and stuff, but is this like just supporting them, or are they like selling merch to support them financially? Wonder. Usually they'll slap you in the face with a bunch of causes and stuff, so I don't know. It could be that they're trying to sell that gear to send funds over there. Be nice. Okay. Quick question. We're gonna poll the audience. Who is in more commercials? Shaquille O'Neal, Snoop Dogg, or Kevin Hart? Who's in more? And now we can do two separate polls, because it could be who's in more variety of commercials, meaning like he just did a DraftKings one. If he has 4 separate DraftKings one, that counts as 4. Or we could do who has more sponsorships or whatever, or deals, meaning 4 different DraftKings commercials just counts as one DraftKings. What do you call it? Endorsement? I don't know. It's got to be Snoop Dogg. I see that dude everywhere. He went from chilling with Donald Trump 20 years ago to dunking on him for the last 4 years. Now he's doing like the Trump inauguration rally or something. He's not one way or the other. He's literally just wherever the money is. I can't say I blame him, but when it comes to certain things, you got to have some kind of, moral stance, right? Or just get paid, whatever works for you. I'm gonna sound really old here, but what's the deal with TikTok? I heard somebody at work was saying that they banned it. Biden banned TikTok. Got to be something there, but let me write that down. I got to do a 5-minute stand-up special for getting screwed out of fantasy football on several occasions. All right, 1st and 10 for the Rams. And they go to the ground with Williams, who's got space. 1st down and more. Williams still on his feet and down inside the 35. Great blocking up front. He wasn't touched. Let's see the replay here. He wasn't touched till almost the 2nd level. Here we go. Good little trap block. He's not touched till about 8 yards past the line of scrimmage. And I think I'm getting echo in here. I got to fix that curtain. I can hear my own voice echoing off these walls. Hope it's not showing up on sound here. Play action for Stafford. He's got a man in his face. Throws it at the feet of Higbee. As soon as we go to our next break, I'll fix it. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. getting his first playoff start with injury to Nakobe Dean. Here he is, Victor Allen Fangio. Trips to the right. Stafford in the gun, 2nd and 10. That is Cup in motion. Hey, my nephew. And throws complete. That's Nakua inside the 20. $16-yard gain to Puka Nakua. Aaron Williams picks up the blitz. I wonder. I don't know. There right now. Stafford under center. 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Nakua, who's tackled by 3 Eagles. Nakua's a big boy. That dude, don't let it fool you. It's kind of like the Nico Collins thing. He is a big boy. My God, did you guys see Matthew Stafford just did a no-look throw like Patrick Mahomes? No. Mahomes does no-look throws like Matthew Stafford. Get over it. 2nd and 6, Stafford in the gun. And it looked like he got there early. Mitchell incomplete. It looked like he was in there early, just off the naked eye. 3rd and 6. Let's see the replay. It definitely looked like he got in there early. Yeah. He's there early. Earlier than that one with the Bengals and Chiefs earlier that they gave the Chiefs the win. 3rd and 6. 5 wide receivers. That's Higbee at the bottom of the screen. That goes Stafford, and he's got room to run. And gets the first down. Oh, bad spot. That is a terrible spot. That should be a first down for the Rams. I don't know, man. That looked like a first down. 4th and 1. Rams hand it off and get the first down, so it does not matter. Luckily, because I think they gave him a bad spot, but the Rams already used a challenge on this drive. Therefore, if they failed the challenge, they would not have a challenge the rest of the game. Fourth down all the time. Crazy. They need to just change the first down to 1st and 15. This 4th down every single time is hitting. You go back to Williams and gains a couple. Right, because nobody kicks field goals anymore. So I don't know. It's just boring. Oh, your team, especially for a team, like if you're rooting for a team who finally gets off the field, but wait, there's more. I'm gonna go for it on 4th down every time. Rams gotta hurry. That's a delay of game. Okay, they don't call it. Incomplete. Ended for Atwell. Or Robinson, sorry. It's pretty wild that was just a delay of game and it wasn't called, so that's good. Yeah, that one was okay. Everyone's looking for a flag, but that one looked good. The one prior was definitely a pass interference on Mitchell that they didn't call. That one was all right. 3 wide receivers to the right. Stafford in the gun on 3rd and goal. Back he goes. Fleet to Tyler Higbee for the touchdown. Now, guess what, Jake Elliott? They're going to take the lead because you missed an extra point. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the rookie's gonna drill this. There it is. Jake Elliott. There it is. I know extra points are a big scary thing. So one thing that the announcers won't say, because the announcers are just paid to sweat the people who hold the ball. Matthew Stafford had all day that entire drive. They didn't get near him. The Eagles defense did not get near him. One time that I noticed a blitz, I believe they only blitzed once. What the hell is this? The only time they blitzed, Kyron Williams picked it up with no problem. So that is something to look out for. Stafford had all day. He could have built a home waiting for the pass rush. People still watch Saturday Night Live. Real question. All right, here we are. Ilata is Ilata's 10 yards downfield, 15 yards, 20. It's in the gun. Barkley to his right. And that's where they go. Barkley, patient, gets 2. 3. Oh, Stafford looks like he's in pain there. They're showing him. All right, 4 wide receivers. Hurts in the gun. Back he goes. And incomplete. The throw was there. I think H.A. Brown was just scared of getting hit. That's pretty weird. That was a good throw. You guys know me. If you listen to this show for any more than 5 minutes, you know I'm not a Jalen Hurts guy. But that was a good throw. Passing complete on the screen in front of you doesn't tell the story. That was a drop. And 3rd and 6. You do not want to give the ball right back to the Rams here. And Hurts is going to go down. Yeah. Read your book, AJ Brown. Read your book. And oh man. Speaking of, Braden Mann on to punt. You're going to have room to return. Plenty of space, and he's up the middle. Hits into it. The only thing stopping him was his own. I think he would have taken it to the house if 36 didn't help us out there. Wow, this is going about the way I thought it would. That 100%. That drop was on AJ Brown. 100%. Man. Yeah, am I seeing this right? TikTok's already unbanned? TikTok thanks President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers. Okay. It's funny because the people who are mostly on TikTok are trained to hate Trump. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Rolling through X to see if there's any sort of stuff here. Now, it just there's a thing about people doing the YMCA on the airplane. Some of these airplanes, we flew in this airplane from our home to Philly. The plane was so small, the left side of the plane had single seats all the way down, and the other had two. Oh man, the Rams are already back on offense here, and a nice easy gain to Tyler Higbee. We're gonna have to make some changes defensively. Everything looks easy right now. Offensive drive touchdown. Regular season ranked 2. Postseason. Or what? What was that graphic? I'll have to see that again. Stafford back again. He's finally got some pressure in his face, but it's a screen. Fantastic tackle on the outside. And that's by Burks. Sniff that out. Save the play. Fantastic job by Burks. What a play by Burks. My goodness. Looks like Mitchell is heading to the locker room. So then you bring in either Sidney Brown or Isaiah Rodgers to replace him. 3rd and 3. Finally, some pressure on Stafford, and he's going to be sacked. That's Jalen Carter. That guy's a monster. Great job by the Eagles defense to answer. Jalen Carter, I think when they got Jordan Davis, when they drafted him, they thought this is what they'd get. But Jalen Carter is a damn animal. Guy's a monster. Jordan Davis still very important. I'm not hating on Jordan Davis, but I think this is the skill set they thought they would get when they drafted Davis. But Davis is a space eater, which is very important because this defense is fantastic, obviously. But see what happens. Mini break. I would really like to know. Yeah, we should start doing types of scripted videos. I was doing voiceover for another channel where we do these scripted videos, the top 10 underrated players, the top 10 comebacks, like all that type of stuff, but it kind of dissolved rather quickly. Like the channel itself, it's got 10,000 subscribers and a million views, but Hurts in the pistol. Play action. Steps into one. And Smith can't hang on. Man, I don't know if I like that penalty. Feel like that was a good hit. Hit him in the chin. I guess if he hit him in the chin, I hate this. It wasn't even that bad. So it's a personal foul after the incompletion, which doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it does. It was a hit to the helmet. That's why, because he didn't do it. He didn't overdo it. Man, I don't like that at all. It kind of looked like he went shoulder to chest. Interesting. I don't know. I'm an Eagles guy. That benefits me, but I do not like that. That was not even... It looked like he went shoulder to chest, and Smith's head went back because he's 92 pounds. What do you want from the guy? Unbelievable. But they'll call that on everyone all the time. It's so stupid. Smith snapped by because he's got to be 180 pounds. No, like legit. Of course, when he gets rocked, his head's gonna snap back. I don't know. This kind of stuff should be reviewable. And here's Hurts trying to go sideline to sideline, and it never works. Why do they do that? Hurts scored up the... Uh-oh. Fisk for Rams is limping off the field. Long season. I don't know. I don't know why he tries to go. He thinks he's faster than he is. For sure. All right. That's Dotson in motion. 4 receivers. Single back to the left. And back goes Hurts. And he throws complete to Dallas Goedert for a nice gain. Bring up 3rd and short. They got to stop falling in love with this pass. I'm telling you, it's going to get him in trouble. There hasn't been a lot of Saquon Barkley yet, which is concerning. Oh, what was that? Hurts in the gun, trips to the left. And they go to the ground with Barkley, who's got plenty of room. The man is gone! Touchdown, Eagles. Incredible. It's a party in Philadelphia right now. As the snow comes down, nobody gives a damn. Combination. See, it's kind of why I wanted Barkley to get the record, right? Because it always tells us when a running back gets a record, it tells us that he's the best running back ever. But when a running back breaks a record, the offensive line should be displayed as well. Like Eric Dickerson. Eric Dickerson's record should be accompanied by 5 or 6 or 7, whoever helped him to that record should be accompanied. It's just the disrespect of a not so sexy position play, and it's crazy. Barkley, as soon as he broke that line and Becton just mushed this guy out of the way. Barkley's just ghost house call. When you put this level of talent with this level of talent, meaning Barkley with that offensive line, it's obviously just so insane. Bro, I don't understand. Crazy. What movie stayed in your The Substance with Demi Moore? My God, what a film! And Elliott with the kickoff, and it'll be a touchback. I hate Eagles fans. They're so annoying. Jared versus Thursday. When I see that green and white, I hate it. I actually get upset. Like, I actually genuinely get hot. As he's chasing down Barkley, or attempting to. That's funny. Dare's new favorite player is Jared Verse. Because Dare doesn't like the Eagles just because I like them. There's literally no other reason. Well, because I like them and he's an asshole. That's it. Oh, Jared Verse. Oh, baby. I wouldn't know who he was if I was in the crowd. You guys better hope you do something, because this idiot's gonna have a long off season of getting roasted. All right, Rams back, play action, plenty of time for Stafford. Goes deep. In whoa! What a catch by Robinson. It looked like Rodgers had that. It looked like Rodgers picked that off and Robinson hauls it in. Incredible. Rodgers had it in his hands and Robinson just rips it out. Tremendous job by the Rams receiver as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia 13, Los Angeles 7. They just asked, are the Eagles the worst fan base in football? Now, what do you determine by that? What would be the determining factor? Assholes? Is that what we're going with? Because I mean, to me, and I know I'm biased here, but the Cowboys every single year, the moment they're eliminated, and now even the players are getting into it, like Mike Parsons and Rain Prescott and all these idiots. Oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl next year, right? Like, really? You just had one of the most miserable seasons, like hilariously so. It's a pathetic team. Yet somehow you're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Okay. Sounds good. They have the worst fan base? Probably not, but do they have the most haters? Possibly. Go 1st and 10. Play action for Stafford. Got a little pressure in his face, slings it sidearm, incomplete. And we do have a flag down. As the rain down, and that's some cold ass rain too. The hold on Los Angeles. I pause every time I say Los Angeles because my brain wants to say St. Louis. Like the whole Redskins thing. It's like they were the Redskins my whole life. It's hard to like reprogram yourself to not say it. Go 1st and 20. Stafford under center from the 29. And Williams with a nice gain. Hopping to the outside as he brings it to the 21 of the. What? That's snow or rain? Second and 11. Right back to where we would have been with that incompletion. And Stafford in the gun. Back he goes. A lot of time again. Lead to Cooper Kupp for his first completion of the game. And he's out of bounds just shy of the first down. If I didn't have to work tonight, I'd literally be at this game right now. $750 for first row. I was looking last night. Crazy. You can't do that in the regular season. They need to start lowering these damn ticket prices, though. They're out of control. Here we go. Stafford under center. Hands it off. Huge tackle by Gardner Johnson. A loss of about a half yard. And do the Rams send out the field goal unit? Or do they go for it? Looks like Stafford's coming to the sideline. Fantastic play by Gardner Johnson. Wow. Great play. It's funny, the only game the Eagles lost in the last, since Tampa in week 4 was when Gardner Johnson went out against Washington. All of a sudden, Washington was just moving the ball at will. People like to point to the Jalen Hurts leaving the game. Had nothing to do with it. They were still in control. Jalen Hurts left the game in the first quarter, and the Eagles just packed on points. However, the issue, as soon as Gardner Johnson left, the defense changed. And it seemed like Washington could do whatever they wanted. Lions wish they still had him last night. Huh? Movie Flight Risk looks solid. Mark Wahlberg, Topher Grace. I don't think I've seen this lady before, but looks like a pretty solid movie. Go to see Wolfman this. Greatest film you'll ever watch again. Twitter account called All the Right. Pretty good. Thinking bits of it. Oh my god. That reverse leapfrog on the Jags is just so messed up. 1,195 total yards this season, including the playoffs. Gainwell brings it out. Has some room to work. Crosses the 35 up to the 40. Gainwell, absolutely incredible. Great start. Just shy of the Eagles logo as the snow comes down. Last time we saw Saquon Barkley, he was breaking one off for 60. Amazing. One of the best Eagles free agent signings in history. Another great one, LeGarrette Blount. That was one of the most incredible signings they ever had. Oh, there he goes. That poor bastard. You see Mekhi Becton coming at you. That dude's probably 6'6", 320. Just mauling you. And they go right to Barkley on the ground, who dances, doesn't have much, but still gets a positive yardage. He was met with a lot of blue in that backfield. As 96, whoever that is talking a lot of trash. Braden Fisk on the sideline. He's been limping around quite a bit. 8.5 sacks and 4. Hurts in the gun. Field's getting a little dusty. 2nd and 9. Back goes Hurts. And he's going to run. Slides down at the 50. Hurts in the gun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. That's Goddard in motion. Barkley to his right. That goes Hurts. And dumps it over the middle to A.J. Brown. Oh. Brown's first catch of the day. Only his second catch of the first 5 and 1/3 quarters. But you got to do it for the team, right? And Hurts on a draw. Sweep to the left. And that's Cam Jurgens leading the way. Who's the MVP for the Eagles? Jeff Stoutland. He gets these guys. I don't know what his secret is, but he is a master of molding these guys. Remember, Jordan Mailata, the left tackle, was a 7th round pick out of like Australia or New Zealand or something like that. Some rugby dude. Hand off to Barkley, who's got room to work. First down, Philadelphia. Yeah, Jordan Mailata was just a 7th round guy, some no-name dude. He sat like his first year or two, and all of a sudden he's one of the best damn left tackles in the league. Crazy. Jeff Stoutland will be in the Eagles Ring of Honor someday. Handoff. Gain of a couple. Barkley, of course. Looked up some names these guys would like second. Hurts in the gun. Dotson in motion. 4 receivers again, single back to the left, back goes Hurts. And goes down the right sideline and out of reach of A.J. Brown. We blame that last one on Brown, that drop. This was on Hurts. He airmailed that by 5 yards. Brown was open as well. Third and 8 for Philadelphia. Bunch to the left. Hurts his back. Has nowhere to go, and he's sacked. And now you're out of field goal range. You got to come into punt because Elliott can't make an extra point, so you got to punt this one. Oh. And here, Braden Mann to punt. Beautiful punt. 7. Kind of better this way. Bring duck to an Oregon Ducks tailgate. So far, it's 13. Rams 10. 14. Go. Second quarter. Do people still watch Saturday Night Live? Real question. It's got to be a person. No idea. 12-inch. Philly cheesesteak covered fries. Okay, now you're. Oh, there he is, Brian Dawkins. Oh my goodness. Hand off to Williams up the middle, who gets 9. Sub 20 points per game allowed. Second and 2. Short 2. Play a little flea flicker to a tight end screen. It's huge gain. The ball pops out, but he was down. He was absolutely down. He's 100% down. Would have been nice, but Stafford getting a lot of time, too much time all game. I think he was sacked once by Jalen Carter, and that's it. Getting a lot of time here. And that's 2 plays from very deep down. Now you're across the 30. All right. 35-yard line. Stafford under center. And play action. Goes deep down the left side, and good play there by Isaiah Rodgers. You can hang out if you want. What happened here? Was it already like this? I'll just drink it out of the cup. Maybe. Maybe on the fridge. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Tackled for a loss. Great job by Josh Sweat. Eagles needed that one. The Rams were starting to pick up some momentum. Little miscommunication on the line there. Higbee blocks left. The tackle blocks right. Sweat just waltzes in for a tackle. Punt is away. Very good punt. Cooper Jean bobbles and drops on it. Eagles will have to start the drive at the 9. Good recovery by DeJean. Whew. No, that wasn't a... Yeah, that was just a straight up drop. Scary. Go back to commercial break. All right, 75 commercials later, and we're back. Eagles drive starts at the 9, 1st and 10. Hurts is under center. Running momentum here. That's where they go to Barkley, who's tackled after 2. And 8 in Loudmouth. It came yesterday, Heather. The replica of my old jersey. Yeah. And ours was Corcoran. Corcoran and Fowler. So if you were my gal in high school, you would have had to wear that on game days. That was tradition. No. And off to Barkley, loss of. Nope. Probably would be cold outside. Part of the rules, you got to close that though before you. The echo's been crazy. You got to close that curtain. I had to get up and fix it. My voice is booming off these walls. Yeah. 3rd and 14. Bills backed up into their own territory. Back goes Hurts. Little dump out to Gainwell. No, that's Barkley. And he gets the first down as he crosses the 20. And now Barkley's coming to the sideline. For some rest, not due to injury. Yeah, 8 for Rams is a big shit talker. Four wide receivers, single back to the right. And back goes Hurts. And he's going to dump it out to Gainwell. Makes a move. Gainwell gets close to a first down. Well, I don't know if they'll extend him after this year, but if not, he'll be a starter in somewhere. Los Angeles Chargers. Oakland. He's a stud. I don't know if he'll stick around or not. 4th year. And handoff right back to Gainwell. Got close to another first down. He might be just shy. Just like a couple inches shy. 2-minute warning's coming up, so 10 more commercials coming your way. I don't know. What about it? Hurts in the gun, bunch formation to the left. Little screen to Devontae Smith. Tackled after a couple. Hurts takes off and runs, gets down. I'm working out. First and 10 for the Eagles. Minute 29 to go in the first half. And off to Barkley. It's got plenty of room up the middle for a gain of 8.5. Second and 1. Go in the first half. Hurts his back and goes deep down the right sideline. Has a man. That's A.J. Brown who drops it. Second drop by A.J. Brown today. Had it. Bobbled it. Out of bounds. Play was there. Underthrown, but the play was there. A.J. Brown's got to get his stuff together. They're going to do damage in the playoffs. 57 seconds ago. Timeout, Philadelphia. Seven seconds ago, Philly has 2. Third and 1. Out of Jake Elliott field goal range. And off to Barkley, who's got the first down. Plays ticking. 171 first half rushing yards for 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Back is Hurts and dumps it over to Barkley. working all night, and then you kind of gotta stuff a little different. Gotta do stuff a little different, you know. Check it out, Heather. So both microphones are feeding into the same box, so I don't have to touch either microphone, sitting versus standing. So I can swap between the. 171 first half rushing yards for the Eagles, and they only lead by. Not good. Not a lot of pressure on Stafford, and not a ton of production through the air. Some of that is on AJ Brown for sure. He's cost him at least 3 points with that drop. See what it turns. Did anyone watch that first game? Red team, Houston. So curious if Tony Romo did. Because if he's doing the game tonight, is going to be brutally bad. A lot of Josh, a lot of Lamar. Feels bad too because Jim Nance is the best. Stuck with Tony. CBS have any like secondary color guys, you know? Shove out there instead of Romo. You can put Romo with someone else. Just get him off of the prime time. Get him away from Nance. Or just bring back Phil Simms. Oh, God. You're asking Jason Garrett questions. That's not good. silence during the halftime. Kind of why I like to split the stream up into first half and second half, because the halftime. You talk to your mother about seeing that movie. Definitely awake right now. I'm probably has tomorrow off. So why don't you ask her instead of keep putting it off? I think the only reason she's not responding or hasn't made a decision about the play is because the play is $250. The movie ticket costs, especially if you go in the early afternoon. 12? I will go and see it. I don't particularly want to see it, but I will. You don't have to go alone, but why don't you ask her first? Is it that voting that now? Under 30,000? Gas Nissans? Under 20,000. Bills Ravens. Bills got to win. Either they have an actual physical eagle they let loose in the stadium before the game starts. Not let loose, but they'll have one eagle trainer up at the top, let him go, and he goes and catches to the person's glove on the field. Crowd goes nuts for the eagle, obviously. I don't know the difference, but it's the white hair or white feathers on top, and then the brown. Is that a bald eagle? Okay, then yeah. I think it's always the same eagle. I don't think it's a different one each time. I think it's just. Oh, maybe 30 years, I would guess. If I had to guess, which is a total guess. 20 to 25 years. Both can live more than 40 years due to a controlled environment. So, since he's inside of captivity, probably living for 40. Rams will receive the second half kickoff. Go for it. Maybe after this is over. And Elliott kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams come out for the second half. Play action for Stafford. Pressure in his face. A lot different than the first half already. Two Eagles back there. Pass incomplete, intended for Cooper Kupp. Is Cooper Kupp a top 5 receiver in Rams history? First comes to mind is Holt and Bruce, but is Kupp third? Been doing it a long time. Handoff, and Williams is hit. Gain about 2.5 ish. I wonder. I would probably say you can't count Marshall Faulk, but even though he was a receiving back, you have to still count him as a running back. I think he's probably the third best wide receiver. Yes, sir. Maybe I'd have to go back to earlier days. 3rd and 8 for the Rams. 4 wide receivers to the right, single to the left, empty backfield. Back goes Stafford. A little bit of pressure in his face. Complete to Higbee. Sorry, that's Parkinson, 86. Higbee's 89. And the Rams will go 3-0. I mean, it's better than when they do just milk. Yeah. Very weird. Hunt is away, and DeJean has a little bit of space to work. Grabs a few as he just stiff arms a Rams defender out into the audience there. Mekhi Becton has been moving around in the run game, but his passing, that Hurts fumble at the end of the first half, was because Becton decided to shift left. So it was either on Hurts or it was on Becton, because Becton left Lane Johnson to 2 Rams defenders and went left to triple team the defensive tackle. Very strange. If it was designed and meant to be rolled out to the left by Hurts, then that's on him. But Becton just kind of left him out to dry. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and complete to Devontae Smith for a solid gain. It was just strange. He went left to help out with the center, to help out Cam Jurgens. Completely had his guy, who was also getting help from the left guard, to leave Lane Johnson on an island with 2 defenders. Very strange. Hurts in the pistol. And handoff to Barkley. And tackle for a loss. Forward progress was very generous on about a half-yard loss. Looked like it probably should have been 2. Collinsworth gets a lot of hate. I don't mind him, except when he always references basketball and baseball. Don't know why he does that. 3rd and 3 for Hurts in the gun. Back he goes, has time, and throws a terrible pass intended for A.J. Brown. 3 yards behind him. Horrible pass by Hurts. Huge punt by Braden Mann. Holy hell, what a punt. Great coverage by Brown and Keely Ringo. Holy hell, that was one hell of a punt. In the snow, had hang time enough to allow the coverage to get downfield. And obviously good coverage by the two corners. That one had the sound to it. Well, just that thud. People ask me, Dan, why don't you like Jalen Hurts? Well, just look at that last slant route intended for A.J. Brown. It's a short, quick play, and he's still 3 yards behind him. How is that possible? Love it. It was a stupid end to the commercial, but that was pretty good. Quick question. Okay. So there's a commercial, Heather. There's this guy who has one leg and he's doing a wrestling thing. He's wrestling with one leg. Like not professional wrestling, but like mat wrestling. Okay. How much does a leg weigh? 50 pounds, 40 pounds, something along those lines. And wrestling is by weigh-in. Okay, let me say this. Brock Lesnar is 290 pounds. If he was missing a leg, it's probably 50 pounds off of his weight, but he's still got the mass of a guy who's 290 pounds. So does he get to wrestle with the 240s? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it by, or do they factor in the missing leg? Curious. Hand off to Williams and makes a nice cut. Back across the field, solid gain. Nice tackle by Reed Blankenship. It'd be interesting. I'd really like to know that. Because they do it by total weight. Huh. Because like you get a guy like Lesnar, who's this monster, right? Very interesting. Second and 4. And play action. Stafford steps up and goes deep down the right sidelines. Got a man. And it looked like Nakua just lost it. To see that replay. Let's see. It was more up the field, and Nakua had a bit of a stumble thanks to the snow. But you should put your heated blanket on that. That looks kind of gross. Or some ice, whichever one you prefer. Stafford's back, goes deep down the left sidelines, got a man. And Cooper Kupp hauls it in. "32-yard gain for my nephew." Ball was underthrown. Kupp comes back for it. And the Rams are in business. Quinyon Mitchell out for the game. Boy. And they go right to the ground. And Williams busts it. Still on his feet, and Zach Bond tackles him inside the 10. And the Rams 62 yards on 2 plays. First and goal, and the crowd goes silent. First and goal from the 8. Bills are backed up. And a fumble. And Williams is able to jump on it. How did they fumble a straight up handoff that just squirted out to the side? Okay, then. What the hell? It looked like Stafford either lost it or tried to. Yep. Whoa. He just kind of flipped it into Williams' chest. That was all on Stafford. And Stafford's back. Little dump out to Parkinson. That's Higbee. I'm getting these two guys confused. It'll be 3rd and goal. We go 3rd and goal. Stafford in the gun. 3 receivers to the left. Higbee in motion. Back he goes. Has time. A little bit of pressure and sacked. Jalix Hunt, a rookie you haven't heard much about from a college that nobody's ever heard of. So much so that the graphic up on the screen doesn't even show who sacked him. They show his picture, but they're like, we don't really know what to type in here. Make a little bit more difficult field goal in bad conditions. The wind's blowing to the screen's left, the kicker's right. And the kick is good. The game's tied. Rams 13, Eagles 13. Cooper Kupp with a huge catch, and then Williams follows it up with a huge run. The Eagles are able to hold, keep the Rams out of the end zone. Possibly just bailed out by that weird Stafford handoff. Eagles defense keeps them in it again. Eagles 13, Rams 13. Eagles offense very suspect. the Rams win this game, will they have a home game in LA? I don't know what the situation because of the LA fires. I don't know what the current situation is. They could have a home game. Or if it'd be, I think it was in Arizona, played Minnesota. Kickoff.